What's going on, everyone? My name's Mech, bringing you another video from the car. I don't know if I'm in like the most recording mood I could be in, but I guess I'm just gonna force this one because I don't know, it needs to happen anyway. This one's more of an update slash discussion, bouncing thoughts around. So one of the earlier videos I made on this channel was pertaining to why relationships aren't worth it. I have a lot of people relating to the things I said in that video. The video was really well done. And I mentioned how I will never date again in that video. And so basically this video is basically an update video talking about how I am dating again, my how do I say it? I guess my transformation from MGTOW to the purple pill, and why and what and all that. Alright. So first off, why purple pill and not red pill? Well, the thing with the red pill, first off, you kind of have to use the red pill mindset slash red pill advice to even get anywhere where you can be purple pilled. But the thing with the red pill lifestyle, which is just casual pump and dump, really none of them have long-term relationships past a year and a half, 2 years. And rightfully so. I mean, listen, I'm not here to criticize anything or anyone. Dating is everyone's a loser with dating. The way I see it, because if the bottom line is the fantasy can't exist for either gender, otherwise it wouldn't be a fantasy. So, whether you're MGTOW monk or which I've done monk, and whether you're in a long-term relationship, or whether you're just spinning plates or pumping and dumping and all that, there's pros and cons to all of them. The thing is this: as a male, those are your three options. You can either form an intense bond with one woman, and we all know that's running tons of risks right there, and you'll most likely be left with immense pain, trauma that cannot be undone, and it won't last forever as you would like to think. So there's all kinds of issues with the purple pill and long-term relationships. The red pill, or your other option, is to just casually sleep around with women, but don't form an intense connection with them, because otherwise it can't be sustained. You can't be casual with someone and have emotions be involved, okay? Otherwise it's dismantled. Women don't reward that behavior. It's not congruent with what can exist, okay? If you're casually fucking a girl, the point is they're with the alpha, and the alpha can never be emotional in that sense, right? You are there for the dick appointment. And then your other option, aside from, so your options so far are form an intense connection with one woman, form shallow connections with multiple women and sleep around with them, or don't associate with women at all. Now, the option I admit is probably the best is the third, and it will slowly become. Just think, every day that goes by, that becomes the better option, because we just live in a time where you're not rewarded for dating, as there's just no use for the male anymore. You see, there's just no use for us, and so getting into the relationship, now there is use for me now, but eventually, if there is none, well then sure, things will change. And so the main premise is that unless you can... Okay, I guess before I go into that, the main thing I want to say in this video is those are your 3 options as a male. So, but they all come with pros and cons. The second someone says that there's not cons to any one of them, they're lying to you. Oh, you get married, those men produce the most of all men, Married men produce, X amount more than unmarried and single men. And it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, okay? Produce it all just to give it away. It doesn't matter if I produce more. Does it feel good in some ways? Sure, maybe. Does it feel bad in some ways? Yeah, probably. So, the arguments for the LTRs and, the blue pill, purple pill shit is bullshit. And, the red pill guys aren't winning either. They're miserable. They'll never... they're not... They're maybe not as... They're not... I mean, okay, everyone's the equal... I don't know how to explain it. Everyone is miserable, but they're miserable in different ways. It's sort of like... life is pain, but you have to kind of pick what pain you want. So, maybe not everyone is a different kind of miserable. So you kind of just have to pick which cons you want in this life. But with the alpha, sure, I mean, yeah, it's fine. You're getting laid. So your brain is on board, right? Your limbic system is on board. Your limbic system wants... It will be happier than if you were a MGTOW monk, but it's a lot... You exercise a lot of energy, and again, this does go back into producing more. So red pill men will produce more than MGTOW monks as well. So both purple pill and red pill will produce more than the black pill monks, or any variation of that. But the bottom line with that is that they'll never get a connection with the girl. So I don't know. It's mostly intelligent men on this channel, I feel. A lot of you guys in the comments. I enjoy the comments I get. At least these videos are made for a certain kind of audience. And I don't think many of you would be that interested in casual sex. It's not something I am personally interested. So, and it has cons of its own. So it'd be great if it had the least cons or no cons. But it doesn't give me any kind of... it doesn't give me any kind of security or any more security than the other two. So to me, I'll either take the intense connection and, run the risks there, or I'll just not deal with women at all. Like, at all. Meaning I don't want them in any crevice of my life. And so that's what the plan was. But the female that I am currently in an LTR with, she's probably the most compatible girl I've ever met. As much as a female can be compatible with you, because personally, there are certain things women just can't give you, like intelligent, comprehensive, abstract discussions. I can only really have with guys. I'm not saying women can't keep up with. I am not saying women can't be intelligent or that they can't think in abstract terms. But what I'm saying is they just don't generate the kinds of conversations I have with men that are on my caliber. And to be honest, the girl I'm dating, ENFP, she can keep up with almost everything I talk about. She can keep up with abstract-wise, no matter how in-depth I get, she understands. Now, can she generate a response? Not always. Does she have much to add? Not really. But the question is, can she keep up with it? And the answer is yes. So, I mean, in that sense, sure. But yeah, I don't know if this video will let down any of my fans. I don't think that is really anything I ever intended to do. I think there's a lot of development to be done on my end as well. So you guys are really just here for me on this journey. I'm really open to all aspects of life. I don't want to just be 20, say, all right, that's it. I'm MGTOW monk for the rest of my life, and feel as if my development was hindered in some way. Put it this way, I wouldn't have got myself into this mess. And it's a mess either way. Like I said, it's a mess no matter what you do with your dating life. But I wouldn't have gotten myself into this mess if I didn't think that the development I would get from it wasn't higher than if I hadn't done it. So to put it simply, there's no scenario where I don't grow more from developing this purple pill period of my life. Which I said, it doesn't have to be permanent, it doesn't have to be impermanent, whatever. Reality always gets the last laugh, guys. So it doesn't matter what you are or what you do. Reality is always going to get the last laugh. So this channel is about seeing reality through. And so you must test everything. You must really map this shit out in detail in your head. So to know the answer, yes, in that video, MGTOW, yes, we know it's the answer, okay? But, sometimes you need to feel the answer, and you need to paint the answer, and you need to do more than just know it or simulate it in your head. And so that's, oh goddamn, it's cold as hell where I'm at. But yeah, so that's part of what this is. Put it this way. I went from knowing nothing to knowing it all to now I need to go and sort of test it all in the field. I need to really see, you know what I'm saying? It's just not enough to know something. You have to humans need to see it with the extroverted sensing in my case. So, it is what it is. Also, the emotional development on my side is through the roof. I do think that relationships do pull emotions out of you in ways that nothing else will. And so a lot of these, I mentioned it slightly in my last video talking about emotions, but that wasn't even pertaining to anything like this, but it's more just the fact that I've almost learned to make decisions based on emotion in a more accurate way. I don't know if that's a fucking thing or not, but I think I've learned to maybe decipher information through emotion in a more accurate way than I did before I met this girl. So there's just side, like if you look at it like a city, there's little alleyways of development as well. There's little side things that you don't realize. Like, I'd never developed this if I hadn't jumped into this. So obviously, it is what it is. I'm not saying that the purple pill is the right way, guys. This is the point I'm trying to get across above all else, okay? I don't give a fuck if people like it or don't like it. This is the point I'm trying to get across, okay? Because obviously I have a lot of cognitive dissonance about bouncing around from this shit all the time, okay? So it's already not easy. But my main point is this, is that I'm not saying that purple pill is the right way. I'm not saying that red pill is the right way. I'm not saying blue pill is the right way. I'm not saying black pill. I'm not saying be a doomer or be a fucking anything, okay? I'm not saying anything is the right way. Because what I'm saying is, no matter what you are, there's going to be pros and cons. And so you need to map this shit out in your own head, because we're all different people, and make the decision that's right for you at this time. You just need to make sure it's not even the decision that's right for you at this time. You need to make sure that in the end, you know the truth. Okay, this is a truth channel. This is a channel where you go to if you need to find the truth. Okay, so the truth, sometimes I need to develop. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people need to go through things to find the truth. And so what I'm saying is I'm following my intuition. I'm doing what I think is right. Yes, the relationship is highly compatible. Insane compatibility bursting from every crevice. Most likely, though, that leads to eventually incompatibility. You can only be compatible with someone for so long, right? The only video better than my video on the relationships is that video about incompatibility. And so eventually something will, fuck up. It just can't exist. And so the question is whether you'll work on it or not. Will you work through those incompatibilities, or are you going to throw the thing in the fucking trash? This is the question. Most people are trash, and they'll throw it in the trash. So if that's the value of these people, then on with it. I've really hit a point with my life, and this is getting into a slightly different topic, where I just can't tolerate disrespect. Like the second the thing is this, the second people treat me a certain way, it's like a certain way. I don't know if it's much of disrespect or this or that, or if it has anything to do with, there's just this threshold where if you act in a way past this threshold, I just want you gone, like out of my life completely. Like I will start working and let's say there's like not an easy way to get rid of you, I will literally start formulating plans to get rid of you. Like it's insane. Like my coworkers treating me in a way where maybe I put up with it before, but I'm not willing to put up with that kind of behavior anymore. And so like I'm just gone from this job, just gone. Like I will be quitting. And it's not that the job is bad or that I don't like the work. It's just that I do not like the way that he treats me. And so it might not even be considered bad. The guy has his own biases, his own problems. We have our own incompatibilities. That's fine. But like nowadays when people disrespect me, like I just don't deal with it. And so I'm not really in a position, and the Red Pill often talks about this position of having fuck you money or fuck you this. But the bottom line is I'm not in a position where I can just exile everything yet. I'm building a nest for myself so that I can do that. And that way I can carve just what I want into my life. Like if it's something I don't want, it's gone. It's that simple. And so I have no issue not talking to certain people, if they act in a certain manner, or certain girls. So this girl knows, or any girl, whoever will talk to me knows, you make the wrong decision, you say the wrong words, you're gone, I don't need you. I've done a year a monk. I went 7 years before dating at all, without dating, pretty much went my entire teens. So, and that was a different me. But the point is this, I've gone without it. I've gone with it. I could do it all, and what I won't do anymore is tolerate certain behaviors. And I really have to leave it vague because, like I said, it's more of a feeling than it is anything I can describe with words. And I do think everyone should have that, certain boundaries where they just say, listen, you're done. I've deemed you a piece of shit. You've proven to me that you're a piece of shit. And I'm a big advocate personally on second chances, third chances, fourth chances. I have a big problem of giving people too many chances. But, in the past, that was out of laziness on my end of just not wanting to go and invest into other. Nowadays, I don't care. Just gone. I will go somewhere else where I get rewarded or am seeing returns on my investments. There's no sense in investing into anything if you're not seeing returns. So if MGTOW Monk isn't returning any value on you, approach the situation in a different way. Refine the MGTOW mindset, or if your emotions are right and you want to go back to spinning plates, do that. Obviously, this is a sensitive topic. I don't know how to make everyone happy with a video like this. You can't. You're destined to step on the wrong spot somewhere with someone. But I just wanted to ramble a bit about these things. I don't know if I have anything else to say on it other than I'm in an LTR. I've gone against my word in the original video. I've learned to never say never, but at the same time, I don't regret anything or fault anything, nor do I feel as if I've done anything wrong. Nor do I feel like any one way of approaching sexuality is wrong. I just think that your brain kind of knows when something is right. And holy shit, this guy in front of me is so stupid, man. Like, God. I'm getting out of this lane, man. Yeah, I don't have much else to say on the topic. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, bottom line is everything in this life is borrowed. So, you know, it wouldn't be surprising that a mindset is borrowed. The car I'm driving is borrowed. The body I live in is borrowed. The girl I'm dating is borrowed. Everything is borrowed. So it doesn't matter. You know, we're all just buying time to get to the singularity anyway. So, you know, might as well refine mindsets. You know, try different things. Improve yourself, guys. That's the moral of this story. But yeah, until next time.